the most iconic James Bond cars ever seen on screen. Some cars aren't just driven, they define an entire legacy. And when James Bond takes the wheel, history doesn't just happen, it accelerates. From underwater Lotuses to bulletproof Aston Martins, these aren't just machines, they're characters. Stay till the end, because the final car might just be the most priceless Bond icon of all. For over 6 decades, James Bond has redefined what it means to drive in style. But which cars truly left their mark? Today, we'll explore the 20 most iconic 007 cars ever seen on screen. From record-breaking classics to futuristic masterpieces. Preview: the timeless Aston Martin DB5, the car that turned into a submarine, and the modern beasts that make Bond unstoppable. 1. Aston Martin DB5, Skyfall, 2012. It's not just a car, it's the Bond car. The Aston Martin DB5, born in the 60s, reborn in Skyfall, valued today at over $2 million, powered by a 4.0-liter straight-six engine pushing 282 horsepower. Its elegance wrapped in steel. In Skyfall, when Bond unveils it from the shadows, that roar was pure nostalgia. 2. Aston Martin DB10, Spectre, 2015. Built exclusively for Bond, only 10 were ever made. The DB10, worth over $3.5 million, powered by 430 horses, was designed to embody the perfect spy machine. Sleek, silent, and utterly lethal. When Bond slides it through the streets of Rome, chased by Hinks's Jaguar, it's beauty versus brutality. 3. Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, No Time to Die, 2021. Modern power meets timeless design. The DBS Superleggera, with 715 horsepower and a price tag near $330,000, is Bond's fury unleashed. Through the streets of Matera, bullets fly and the car takes it, turning chaos into choreography. 4. Aston Martin 512, Vanquish, Die Another Day, 2002. Nicknamed the Vanish for a reason. The V12 Vanquish, worth $230,000, with 460 horsepower, could literally disappear thanks to adaptive camouflage. Aston elegance meets sci-fi fantasy, and Pierce Brosnan's era never looked smoother. 5. Aston Martin DBS 512, Casino Royale, 2006. The crash that became cinematic legend, 7 cars destroyed for one shot. The DBS 512, 510 horsepower, $280,000, wasn't just Bond's car. It was his first love and heartbreak with Vesper. 6. BMW Z3, GoldenEye, 1995. When Pierce Brosnan debuted as Bond, he did it in blue. The BMW Z3, 138 horsepower, $40,000, introduced the 90s Bond to modern luxury. It may not have fired missiles, but it fired up BMW sales worldwide. 7. BMW Z8, The World Is Not Enough, 1999. Sleek, stylish, and devastating. The BMW Z8, $160,000, 400 horsepower, met a tragic end, sliced in half by a helicopter saw. But its titanium frame and missile launchers ensured it went out in true Bond fashion. 8. Lotus Esprit S1, The Spy Who Loved Me, 1977. The car that turned into a submarine. The Lotus Esprit S1, 160 horsepower, valued at $1 million today, was Q Branch's masterpiece. One moment, it's a sports car. The next, it's firing torpedoes underwater. 9. Toyota 2000 GT, You Only Live Twice, 1967. A car so rare, even Japan built it taller just for Sean Connery. The Toyota 2000 GT, worth over $1.2 million, with 150 horsepower, is a symbol of East meets West elegance. 10. Aston Martin DB5, Goldfinger, 1964. This is where it all began. Machine guns, ejector seat, revolving plates. The DB5, around $2 million, with 282 horsepower, made Bond a global phenomenon. When that ejector seat fired, cinema itself was launched into a new era. 11. Aston Martin DB5, Thunderball, 1965. The sequel that turned a car into legend. With 282 horsepower and endless charm, the DB5 became as much Bond as the Tuxedo. 12. Lotus Esprit S1, Live and Let Die, 1973. In Roger Moore's hands, the Lotus Esprit became the car that could do it all. a $15,000 sports car with 160 horsepower, transformed into legend with one underwater scene. 13. Ford Mustang Mach 1. Diamonds Are Forever, 1971. Las Vegas, bright lights, and tire smoke. The Mach 1, $45,000, 375 horsepower, pulls off the impossible, driving on two wheels through a narrow alley. That stunt? Real. No CGI. Pure Bond. 14. Aston Martin Fuller 8. Vantage Volante. The Living Daylights, 1987. The 80s Bond tank, equipped with missiles, lasers, and even skis. The V8 Vantage Volante, $120,000, 390 horsepower, was Bond's winter warhorse. 15. Aston Martin DBS, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1969. Tragic beauty. The DBS, $80,000, 282 horsepower, became Bond's heartbreak, the car where he lost his wife, Tracy, a moment that still defines 007's humanity. 16. Citroën 2CV, For Your Eyes Only, 1981. A spy in a bright yellow tin can? The 2CV, $8,000, 29 horsepower, turned comedy into genius. Bond-proving skill matters more than power. 17. Bentley Mark IV. Octopussy, 1983. Classic refinement, old-school British luxury. The Bentley Mark IV, $200,000, 120 horsepower, is pure Bond heritage, quiet sophistication in motion. 18. AMC Hornet, A View to a Kill, 1985. Before CGI, Bond flew cars for real. The AMC Hornet, $12,000, 175 horsepower, performed the famous corkscrew jump, a world-first stunt captured in one take. 19. Lada 1500, License to Kill, 1989. Not every Bond car screams luxury. Some whisper, blend in. The Lada 1500, $5,000, 75 horsepower, was the perfect disguise, the car that hides a spy in plain sight. 20. Sunbeam Alpine Series 2, Dr. No, 1962. And finally, the one that started it all. The Sunbeam Alpine, $25,000, 80 horsepower, was the very first Bond car, a rented British roadster that unknowingly began a cinematic dynasty. From this humble blue convertible, the legend of 007 was born. From roaring Astons to underwater Lotuses, Bond's garage isn't just luxury, it's legacy. But if you think these cars are legendary, wait till you see what the Transformers drove. Check out our previous video, the most iconic Transformers cars ever seen in the movies.